Dear audience, today we are going to dive into a discussion about a phenomenon that is becoming more and more prevalent in the modern social media environment, the role of elementary school children as educators. Is this phenomenon really good for children's development? Let's find out. At a glance, it seems like these kids are doing some impressive work. But behind that, are we overlooking some potential problems? This is me school 1 year before. This is me school today. We've talking about eccentricity for 2 days. Why are there still comments ask what is eccentricity? First meet, she's explained those questions easy to make mistakes. Second meet, she's explained those questions almost can be solved correctly. Nowadays, she's explained those questions that one cannot understand. Knowledge is rooting in her head by a very terrifying speed. A year before, she's talking about questions from primary school. Only half a year passed. She could already easily solve junior high questions. Said she that there's no difficult questions in junior high. And now she has gone from probability to conic curves. No longer the innocent girl before, but the experienced teacher in front of all her students. I used to be dismissive, but I don't dare to watch it now. Just read the question. A nameless sense of irritability welled up in my heart. She was born as a teacher, with her logic with clarity of thought. It's not like she learned that, more like the memory from the last life. Now Miss Gu is no longer limited herself in math, stated to teach English, made all the college students leave nervous comments, said that they would choose her to be their graduate supervisor. Some school even sent an offer. Would you like to be our headmaster after graduating from primary school? My old brother said he can't draw function images at all. Could never find the key to answer each time when he missed those questions. Totally confused. Can you solve this? Well, it can be solved. Let's take a look at this question. Given the image of fx, the derivative of fx, find the image of fx. Which following choice might be the answer? Since we have the image of derivative of fx, here comes the solution. Let's check the sign of the derivative fx. Because the positive and negative of the derivative function represent the increase or decrease of the original function, that means, let's check the sign of the derivative function. First of all, it's negative from the negative infinity to this point. Let's name this point x1. That means in negative infinity x1. The derivative function is always negative. That indicates the original function fx is decreasing in the interval. Good. After decreasing interval, from x1 to this point x2, between x1 and x2, the derivative function is positive. Indicates the original function is increasing in this interval. For example, it's increasing in x1, x2. After that, after x2, the derivative function is again below 0, until it reaches the point x3. Indicates that in interval x2, x3, the original function is decreasing again. First, we need to confront the issue of representational bias. While we've seen some elementary school kids do quite well on social media, it's a small minority. The majority of children may not have the ability or opportunity to do so, which could mislead the public's overall assessment of elementary school children's abilities. And after x3, the derivative function increases to positive infinity, means the original function is increasing in this interval. Okay, now we've analyzed the increase and decrease of the original function. So basically, it's decreasing and increasing and decreasing and increasing again. At this point, I believe some of you already realized. The first and the third choice is out of stage now, because both of them are start with an increasing interval, but it's supposed to start with a decreasing interval. Let's check the other options. They basically got the up and down correct. Let's dive into the details then. It's decreasing first, keep decreasing until when? Until this stationary point. This is x1. After x1, it increasing to this point x2, then decreasing until x3, then keep increasing, same as the fourth option. Also note the x1, x2, and x3. Let's have a look. These points, though don't know the exact figure, but I think you will see x1 is meant to be a negative number, x2 is positive, and x3 is bigger than x2. With that in mind, compare these two charts again. A negative x1, that's correct. A positive x3, that's also correct. However, x2, the x2 in second choice is negative. The fourth is positive. Check the derivative function. x2 should be a positive number. That means the only eligible option is the last one. So the answer is D. The question is done. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Returning to the complexity of education. True education is more than the simple transfer of knowledge. It involves deep understanding, critical thinking, and instruction in student psychology. These are things that we should not expect elementary school students to easily master. Hello, dear students. Welcome to Mr. Lauda's class. I'm Mr. Lauda. You can call me Kobe as well. Just now, I've just received a question from a fan. Well, let's have a look at the question first. Today's lesson is called Kobe's equation. Let's have a look. If the equation for x, a times parenthesis 2x plus b equals 12x plus 5, have an infinite number of solutions. Find the values of a and b. At first glance, this question is difficult, and it's not easy indeed. So at the moment, let's memorize the whiteboard first. After that, we can jump into the question. As we can see, this equation looks hard to solve and is hard as well. Let's decompose the equation. That is, simplifying it. First, we can give it a reverse extraction of the common factor. Decompose it like this. 2 times x times a plus a times b equals 12 times x plus 5. Well, my dear students. Did you find any problem during the process? That is, we lost the proof. So let's write a big proof then. Perfect. That's how you make your math teacher happy. Most importantly, taking on the role of educator too early may put unnecessary stress on children, affecting their mental health and normal development. This is something none of us want. What can we do to face this challenge? First, parents and educators should be more actively involved in their children's activities on social media, providing the right guidance and supervision. For those children with particular potential, we should provide additional support and resources to ensure that they're sharing their knowledge with the right guidance, while also protecting them from excess stress. In addition, we should educate all of our audience, especially children, to learn to think critically about content on social media, which is a very important skill. While we can certainly appreciate children who do well on social media, we must also ensure that their health and well-being is not compromised as a result. Let's work together to create a healthier and safer environment for children to grow up in.